So you guys know how much I love breading stuff, right? Well, today I'm upping the ante and I'm breading my chicken cutlets with a Parmesan parsley crust. It's super delicious and very, very easy. Start off by making some breadcrumbs. This is just plain white sandwich bread. I love the fresh breadcrumbs on this recipe, but you could use panko if you wanted to. The regular dry would probably be just a little bit too fine. So just tear them into pieces and put them into a food processor, along with a half a cup of grated Parmesan cheese and a 1/4 teaspoon each of salt, coarse salt, and pepper. You also want about 2 tablespoons of chopped fresh parsley. I usually just shave the parsley off the stem. I don't worry if there's a little bit of stem left on there, and then chop it up. Make sure that it's very dry. So a salad spinner is a great way to dry herbs. Parsley can go into the food processor and then just grind everything up until you get breadcrumbs. I like to get them pretty fine so that they stick nice and evenly and really coat the chicken breast, so don't let them stay too coarse. And then in this other pie plate, I have 1 large egg, which is going to help the breadcrumbs stick to the chicken. You may find that you need more than 1, but since I'm starting with only 4 chicken cutlets, I think that 1 egg will be fine. So here I have 4 chicken cutlets. These are about 4 to 6 ounces a piece. And then coat your chicken in the egg. And then in the breadcrumbs. When they're nice and coated, you can put them back on the tray. I feel like I'm going to have extra breadcrumbs, which means I'm going to coat some extra cutlets so that I can have them in the freezer. That is a happy day when you come home and there's pre-coated chicken cutlets in the freezer that you can cook up. I like to turn them once or twice and really pat the breadcrumbs onto the chicken cutlets so that it's really fully coated. Now all that's left to do is cook them, which shouldn't take very long at all. It's only about 5 minutes in the pan. Over here I have a nonstick skillet. To that add some oil. I'm using olive oil. Let it get nice and hot before you add your cutlet. Carefully put your cutlets into the pan. If it sizzles, that's a good sign. Probably will take about 2 to 3 minutes per side for these to get nice and golden brown and cooked through. Make sure that the pan is a non-stick pan because the cheese and the coating will really stick to a regular pan if you're not careful. I think these are golden on the first side. Turn them over. Oh gosh. The other thing about the Parmesan cheese, aside from deliciousness factor, is that it gets everything extra golden brown, which is really, really nice. Okay, I'm going to make a little pan sauce, so I'm going to take them out and just put them on some paper towels to drain while I do that. Pretty, right? Golden brown, sizzly, salty. Oh yeah, I'm excited. I'm definitely making more of these, by the way. Like I said, I'm going to put some in the freezer. So wipe out your pan because there's some crumbs in here and stuff that you don't need. Okay. Now you can make your sauce. 1/4 cup of water. A couple tablespoons of lemon juice. You could use chicken broth instead of water if you wanted to. Certainly would have more flavor. Let it simmer up, and then a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. You could use grainy mustard if you wanted to. You don't want to cook it too long because it'll all evaporate away. So turn the heat off and then add 2 tablespoons of butter. You can add it in a couple pieces and then just swirl it in. If your pan gets too cool, which I don't think it will, but if it does get too cool being not on the heat, you can always turn the heat back on. Voila, a pan sauce. Spoon a little bit of sauce over the top. You don't need a ton. And eat up. I'm gonna eat some. Just the right balance in the sauce. A little bit buttery, a little bit tangy. So good with the crunchy cutlets.